Hello everyone and welcome back to the techystack channel. So today we're trying to explore the index. So basically we have this when you're doing working with data framework. So we have some kind of index is just kind of 0, 1, 2, 3, which is nothing but it's numbers. So when you say here we have this multiple types of index are there. So under this default index, setting index, creating a range index, and renaming the index, resetting the index, and this is the one thing access row by the index and get data frame index. So we'll go one by one and we'll check how it will works. So first we'll go with this default index. So when you check here, I have already taken one dictionary. In this dictionary, I have some data. So around the three columns, I mean, three rows of data is there, three rows and three columns. So now I'm just converting this data to data framework. That's it. So now we'll check. So if I give nothing here, for example, when you check here df dot df, just I give this print of df. So when you give like this, so by default it will act as a default index. So for example, if it has a 1, 2, 3, 4, then by default it will take this 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now the index is 0, 1, 2, 3. So if you're not given anything, so df dot reset index or modify the index, if you not give anything, so by default it will consider as the 0, 1, 2 index. Okay. So now what we'll do? So we'll next thing setting index. So setting index is nothing but as, for example, if I want to go with the setting index with the name, for example, so I go and put the index as a name. So right now you can check here 0, 1, 2, 3 is getting. So when I run this snippet of code, then it will take it as John, Alice, and Bob. These are index right now. So when you check here, so the name John, Alice, and Bob's. So similar way we can check with age. We'll just try. So now we can check this. So we can take this age, what name it with, or else if you want to go with city, so you can go with anything, vice versa. So, but we can't go with things. So the just thing is, so here I mean, we can able to rename the index of that. I mean, setting the index. For that purpose, we are using. So that might be the use further going that. So, for example, when you say we have this employee ID, so employee ID is a very unique. So that time you can go and reset the settings, reset the index. So that time it will helps. And now next is creating range index. For example, when you check here 0, 1, 2, 3 is how the index. So now what I want to know, I don't want to 0, 1, 2. I want 10, 11, 12 like that. I need that. Or might be the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So whatever it may be, I want to do. I want to go with that. So like this, we can range. I mean, create a range index. So once I hit this enter, so we can check. See, 10, my index is starts from the 10, 11, 12. If you want to go with, for example, if I want to 7, sorry, 7, and I will give it as 10. So 7, 8, 9. Okay, the 10 is which is done. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's got minus 1. That like that it will work. For example, if in case if you give here 11, what will you have now? It will give the error. So it's saying this boundary of index, something is missing. So when you check here, length of the values 3 does not match with the length of index. So what it's saying, it's the total length is different and here is different. So that's why it's not matching. So to avoid that one, what we'll do now? So we'll go with the 10. Okay. For example, if you don't know the 10, right now we have only three columns. So if in future, if you go with that one, we don't know how many things are there. So for that, what we need to know, just print off length of df dot columns. Just think. So now you got this here, 3. Okay, 7 plus 3 equals to 10 plus 1. We need to give like this. So now I will pass the same thing here. Okay, just take this plus 1. So and enter I will put like this and we'll check. Okay, still it's got the error. So 3 is not much. The length of index is 0. Okay. I will do one thing, just I will assign this to one variable. So x equals to, and as of now, I will take this as the 10, let it be 11 only. Okay. And where it's got error, next one. So match that length of index is not 4. I will do one thing. Control X. I will go with like this. Okay. Now we got now. So 7, 8, 9. And now I will pass this one. So just I will check. So print of x, whether I'm getting this data or not. First thing, print of x. So I'm getting this 3. So now just take this and rename it. Why it's not coming? The index length of the value is 3 does not match the index of 0 now. X is only the 3, na, number 3. But when you say this 7 comma 3, which is not matching. So what we need to do? We need to just take one more variable, or you can just assign it as 7 and keep like this and shift plus enter. Now we can change this 3. So why we needed this one means, for example, why I'm passing this variable now. When you're dealing with something, that time if you got a bunch of rows and we don't know that count, so that forgot like that. I mean, at that time we cannot give this 7 comma 1 lakh, 2 lakhs. We don't know how much will come. So that time what we need to know. So whatever they were taking this number now plus that number. So just add it. So now what will happen? So initially my count is 3. Okay. After that, what I'm doing now, I'm taking this start. Just assume that this is a start. So we can make it as start equals to and stop equals to. We can like do like this as well. Okay, vice versa, you can go with anything. So, but the thing is, you need to understand that concept, how we can creating the range index. So like this. For example, if you say I will give here 17, okay, then go and change this here 17, then it will work. So if you don't want to change here again and again, and then declare one more variable, and you can pass it variable here, it will work. No issues with that. Okay, this is on how we can range that index. So now the next thing is renaming the index. So this might be not useful in the real time, very rare cases, but knowledge purpose you can change it. So right now when you check this, I have the index is 0, 1, 2. Okay. So when you check here the top side, 0, 1, 2, my index is it. So now what I am changing now, what I'm doing now. So just instead of 0, I want to A, 1 of B, 2 B, 2 C. So I'm just replacing that, I am renaming that index. So now we can check this one. So this is my original index. So why it came like this here now? So we modified here. So we modified here now. So now what we need to know, if you want to change that, you can give here 17 and 18 and 19. Okay. So for, we need instead of that, I will go and enter this one. Now we can check this one. Okay. Now when you check this, this is the original data framework which I get from here. And whatever the index is in a 0, 1, 2, I just change to the A, B, C. Okay. Now, this is the purpose of rename the index. So now the next part is I have this index name is A, B, C. Now again, I want to change it to back to my original position. So 0, 1, 2. I want the original position to 0, 1, 2. Okay, how we can do now? So for that, we have this one more thing is called, which we call index. Reset index is there. So now when you check here, df dot reset index. So this is not required. So already I have this framework. Already I have written on the top side. So when I check here, I got this original data framework is A, B, C. And downside, I'm just resetting the index in place equals to. Just I'm updating this one. And we can check this one. So this is the original data frame as of now. This is the original data framework. Okay, that data frame, we just change the reset settings to 0, 1, 2. So like this, we can reset the index to the original position. Okay. And the next is accessing row by the index. For example, I want to check the index of 0. I have the data now. So I want to check 0, 1, 2. I want to check some row number 7 or whatever it may be. I want to check that. So right now, if I enter this one, so it will give this index of this one. So because here index starts from the 0 and we given here as a 1. So that's why it's give this this data. Okay. So let's hit enter and we can check this one. Index is B and these things are, it will work. Okay. After this, we have this one more thing. So getting data frame index. So what is data frame index? Now it will just give this how many things are available. So once you click, so what is the start position? Okay, what is the end position? So the same thing which we discussed this one top side. So which is related to that. It's the same thing, but in a different perspective. And we can see this the step. So it's not incrementing only the 1, 1, 1. So 0, 2, 3 is 0, 1, 2. like that. But step is a one. If it has a step two means zero, next one, next four, like that it will come, or might be the two. And we can check this one. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So why its scheme is 0, 1, 2, 3? So these are all the data. For example, if I have the 1 lakh rows, then it will give 0, 0, 1 to 1 lakh. I will show you here example. For example, I will enter one data. Okay. And some random number and some random place. When I hit enter, just observe this. So right now 0, 1, 2 is available. Then it will change. It will change to 0. I mean, this is a standard 0. It will start from the 0. And here index will be changed to the 4. And the step is 1 because it's 1, 1, 1 incrementing. And here 0, 1, 2, and 3 it will come. When I hit shift plus enter. And now you can check this one. The stop is 4. And this is the thing. So like this, we need to understand this index, how it will works. So based on this, our requirement, we can do these things. So most of the things we not touch that index, but sometimes for some processes, we need to touch this indexes. And for example, you are working on the one project. That time, what will happen? I want to check a specific row. Just I have the some doubt. I want to check for the validation purpose. So that time, if you don't know this ILOC of one, if you want to check some random row, some 7 lakhs data row or 8 lakhs data row. So you cannot go and check. You cannot apply the filters everything. So just you can give this which row you want. You can just update that row and you can fetch that data. And for example, when you're working with I mean, why we are resetting this index means, for example, on this same project, some other person is working on that. After here, you are getting the some data. So that data, he modified this index as per his requirement. But what we want to know, I want to go with the original index. That time we will, at that time it will use the reset index. So just try to practice. It's very simple, one line statement. Okay. I hope this is clear.